Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here in Eat Sleep Brief. As you guys watch this video, I'm actually already out of town and been out of town for already a week, so hopefully the tank is still doing as good as it's doing here in this video. The purpose of this video for you guys is kind of to show you guys what I do, how I prep to go away, go out of town, because I'm sure a lot of you guys do that. What sucks is this time around it's going to be a full family trip, so there's going to be no one taking care of the reef tank, so we're really going to be able to get the GHL controller and really see what it's capable of. One of the main things that's always really important you address when you are going to be away from the tank for a while, it's going to be, I really think it's super important, is your auto top off. So for auto top offs, generally this is not the container that's here. This container is an oversized container that's only here for the time that I'm going to be away. Now this one here should hold about roughly about 10 gallons, which should give me close to almost 20 days of water, so I don't have to be worried about it. We're not going to be gone nowhere near that, but just to be on the safe side, I do have that there. One of the next parts that is important you address is going to be your feeding. If you have a neighbor, you have a family member that can come over, great, but even then, I mean, between me and you guys, I wouldn't trust that. Why? Because unless it's someone that has fish, they don't know how to feed. A lot of times they overfeed, and you may come back to a bigger problem than what you originally had. So if you are doing that, what I would do is do small portions of daily feeding. So when they come, you tell them, look, give them, this is Mondays, this is Tuesdays, this is Thursdays, this is Friday, and Saturday, and so on, just so you don't have to leave it up to them to overfeed your tanks. Now, if you guys remember, I personally have the Marine auto feeder, so I'm going to have to just make sure that it has enough food, and actually now that I'm looking at it, it's pretty much out of food. So I'm going to have to top it off with food, get that going, verify my timers, everything is working correctly, and then after that we have obviously auto top off checked off, we have food checked off. So let's look under the sump and show you what else I look for down in there. Now one thing that really comes in handy that I believe now, and I'm going to use all the time, if you guys remember the vegetable oil and skimmer trick I showed you guys, this is great especially when you're going out of town. Because as we all know, no matter what skimmer you have, no matter how well you have it tuned, it really never fills to the very top. There's always a little bit of foam that'll push the cap up and eventually start draining on the outside. Well, a quick fix to that is actually going to be to first watch that video I did do on the vegetable oil, line the whole cup with vegetable oil, because then you can rest assured that most of the skimmate is going to fill all the way in the cup, so you could actually make full use of the cup itself. If there's any medias you have on the bottom, for me, I'm only running carbon at a very low flow rate. That's really taken care of. Now, normally I don't run any filter socks. I actually will have a filter sock while I'm gone, you know, just to catch anything here. And obviously the pack spellum itself will be online at a regular schedule. Other than that, for my specific system, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and there isn't much to worry about, at least down here. One thing I will mention, there is different auto top-offs out on the market. Now there's some that are triggered very easily. You can't really reset them via phone, via Wi-Fi. Luckily for me, I am running the GHL one, which if it is triggered, if the safety alarm is triggered, whether running too long or whatever happens, I'll get an alert, I'll be able to reset it on the go, and also I can keep my eye on it, making sure we have enough top-off water, making sure the alarm itself can be redone so we have nothing to worry about. But like for me, that's pretty much all I have to worry about down here. Before I leave today, I am going to have the skimmer skim a little bit drier, as well as empty out the cup, clean the cup, line it with the vegetable oil, and that should be 100% complete. Now everything else should remain the same. Your flow should remain the same. Your light schedule should remain the same. That should not have to be changed. One thing I will recommend when you are gonna head out for a trip, I'd highly recommend you do a water change. Do a little bit bigger water change than you normally would. Normally in my tank, I'll do about 10-15 gallon water change. This time around, I'll probably do about 20 gallons just to really help. I guess it's like a little restart button. You can start the tank off on a great foot. So by the time you are gone, you at least know the parameters are surely in check. Now, me personally, I'm not dosing anything. If I was dosing or had a calcium reactor or something of that sort, I want to make sure that has enough of whatever I'm inputting into the tank. So while I'm gone, I don't have to worry about it running out, alkalinity taking a dump, calcium taking a dump, or anything like that. I think for me personally, this video is going to be a great reference to see how the corals are before I left. They're all doing good. This one actually fell today, so I'm gonna have to put it back up, because if it flips upside down, you know, if a fish is trying to clean it or whatever, it'll end up dying because it's going to be without light or pretty upset for quite a few days. So I'm be sure I address that today when I do perform the water change, as I have not done that yet. But all the other corals are doing great. If you guys remember, not too long ago, I put the zoas back up. So really I have nothing to complain about. I cleaned the glass. It's going to be cool to see the glass buildup. I'm going to be gone for roughly about 10, 11 days. So surely there is going to be algae on the glass itself, but I think it's going to be really interesting to see when we get back. So for me personally, all there is to do is to fill up the top off water, get food in there, empty out the skimmer, get that back installed, do a final check on everything, and then we should be prepared to take off. All right, so I've completed everything I just mentioned. We got water, we got food, we got the skimmer cup all cleaned up. The last thing I need to do is the water change, but I'll wait a little bit longer till the water warms up. So here, one final check I am going to do is on the GHL app. Everything is hooked up. Yeah, everything's looking good here. I can do manual feedings. If there's a freak accident that happens, I can shut stuff off here. I can monitor salinity, monitor redox, monitor temperature, and of course the pH. Also, if anything is out of bounds, I will get an alert if the ATO either runs too long or runs out of water, which neither of those should happen. I'll also get an alert, but more importantly, I can reset it here. You know, there's some auto top-offs out there that you have to be there to reset them, which really sucks. I'm very happy here with the GHL. I can just hit a button, reset it, and then it starts up like normal. So this, of course, I'm be able to control this wherever I am in the world, check it 24/7. And this is really like a heart monitor, really allows me to keep a great pulse on the reef tank to see exactly where it is. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. Again, you guys are going to be watching this video, and I'm already going to be where I'm going to. I plan to visit some shops over there, so hopefully we get to shoot some great videos. And yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this week. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. More importantly, you had a takeaway. If you're planning a trip, looking to be gone for a few weeks, looking to be gone for a few days, maybe you can look into some of the things that I'm using and I'm implementing in my reef tank, so you can rest assured that while you're gone, you have nothing to worry about when it comes to your reef tank. So that's going to be it, guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down in the comment box below. I'd also love to hear what you do when you're going away on a trip. Do you just have your neighbor take care of it? Do you have another fellow reefer come over, a family member? Or do you kind of just do what I do, fully automate as much as you can, so when you're gone, you have nothing to worry about? So guys, that's going to be it. Thank you guys very much for joining in. Remember, if you aren't subscribed, I really appreciate your subscription. Be sure to like the video if you liked it. Also remember, guys, to share this video with other fellow reefers, because I'm pretty sure there's someone out there that could use some information that was in this video. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, happy reefing.